Vicki with My Paper Connection. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and today I'm going to make this really fun birthday card for you. I'm using the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set and the Birthday Chick dies along with the scalloped contour die here. The paper that I'm using is actually the designer series paper that goes with the different ink collections. So I believe this is the Regal's collections. That is the navy blue. And it's just a really fun card, and there's going to be lots of die cuts and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. For my card base, I'm using crumb cake. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my paper on. And I'm going to put it with the flowers side up. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to get my stamping done, and then I'll work on my coloring and cutting everything out. So I'm using black memento ink because I'm going to be using Stampin Blends. I'm just going to stamp my cute little chicken. For my coloring, I'm using light and dark Daffodil Delight, light and dark So Saffron, and some of the pale papaya for the body of our chicken. And I'm going to go ahead and use the dark daffodil first and just kind of hit up these little squiggly lines. And then I will come in with the other colors. And I'm going to fast forward during this. Otherwise, it's going to be a little boring. Now I'm bringing in the light Daffodil Delight. I went very lightly around it because I don't want that I don't want it to be all dark daffodil. Now I'm just going to bring in my dark saffron. And this is my dark pale papaya. I'll blend all of that in once I get some around the edges here. Now I'm going to bring in my Poppy Parade to do the comb on his head and that little thing. Not sure what you call that thing. The last thing I'm going to do is to just color his beak. Okay, now we're going to get ready to cut everything out. Now I'm going to cut out Happy Birthday, but I'm going to cut out 2 of them because I want it to be nice and thick. So what I'm going to do is to take a piece of the adhesive strips, and I'm going to cut a piece of it off. And I'm going to put it on the end. I'm going to put it in between the 2. So I'm actually going to cut 2 pieces. Okay, so I'm going to put it in between 2 pieces. And then I'm going to glue and then I'm going to adhere the second piece on top of it. And then I'm going to put a piece behind it. But I'm going to leave the backing on that piece. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut everything out. I'm going to use some soft suede for my fence. I'm going to use crumb cake for my sacks of feed, so saffron for the hay. Then I'm going to cut out streamers in Night of Navy and Real Red. Okay, so now we're going to start putting it all together. Before I actually do assemble it though, I'm going to take a blending brush and my Night of Navy ink, And I'm just going to blend around on the background of this piece of basic white that I've cut with the contour die. I'm also going to take soft suede very lightly and just go around my hay right here, just very lightly. I just want to rough it up, smudge it up just a little bit, and I'm also going to do it on my bags of feed. Just kind of dingy it up just a wee bit. See the difference in the two? I want it to be just a little dingy looking. Whoa, that's a little too dingy. It's okay. It'll work out fine. Okay. Then I'm going to take my scissors and just fussy cut out around this little thing of hay. And there's no exact science to it. Just kind of weave in and out around it. It puts marks in it like indentions and embosses it, but it does not cut it out, and I wanted it to be cut out, so like little mounds of hay. So I'm just fussy cutting around it. No right or wrong. Okay, let's put it together. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this first and then I'll put it on. So the first thing I'm going to do is to place my hay, and I'm going to put some glue behind it. I think I cut this one a little bit too small, but it's okay. It's handmade, not Hallmark, and nobody, when they get it, they're never going to know that I cut it too small. They're just going to love it. Okay, now I think I need to flip that around because I feel like the marks in the hay need to go in the same direction. So I just flipped that around. Okay, so then I'm going to put mini dimensionals on the back side of my fence. So we're going to place this right in here like this. Then I put regular dimensionals on the back sides of my hay, my feed bags, not hay bags, feed bags. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of tuck them in like right in here. Although I want the little detail markings to show. So I'm going to tuck it a little bit further down in there. Tuck this one a little bit further down over here. Okay. Put our chicken up on some dimensionals. I love this little chicken. He's so fun. It's a fun stamp set. Okay, and we're just going to put our little fella right in here. And then I put adhesive strips on the back side of the bunting or the streamers. So I'm just going to put the red one on first, right across like that. And then I'm going to crisscross it. And my hands are super sticky right now. Then I'm going to do the same here. Just kind of going to overlap it a little. And then pull this off the back and do the same. I don't feel like I gave myself quite enough space here, but it's going to be all right. Okay. I used the adhesive strips on the back of 2 pieces. When you do that, you're probably going to have to run it through a few times in order for it to get completely cut out all the way through the adhesive strips, because it's 2 pieces of cardstock and 2 strips of adhesive strips. Yeah, I didn't give myself quite enough space, but that's okay. Let's see what we can do. I probably should have shifted this all down a little bit. So let's go ahead, we'll put some dimensionals on the back of this and we'll pop it up, and then I'll figure out what to do with my sentiment. Okay. There we go. Okay, and since I had to do it a little bit differently here and I've got some extra space, I'm going to use some of the Night of Navy rhinestones just to kind of balance it all out and give it a little bit more of a festive look. Okay, so it's just a word of advice. When you get ready to make this, be sure that you put your fence and your chicken a little bit further down if you want to make it like this, and that will give you the space that you need to be able to put your happy birthday. If not, if you like this one, which I do, I love them both. I think they're both great. Then just add it up at the corner and then add you some rhinestones, and that kind of fills in a little bit of that extra space up there. But I think they're both so fun and so pretty. And yeah, there's a lot of cutout and coloring. It's a little bit more of an avid stamper kind of thing, but it really wasn't that hard. It just takes a little more time to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this will inspire you to go out and get that stamp set and die, and I would love to see what you do with it. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll get notice when I have future videos. And you can also go to mypaperconnection.com and hit contact to subscribe, and then you'll get notice whenever I have classes and news and all sorts of things. And you can also subscribe to my Paper Connection Facebook page. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye now.